Hey everyone, welcome to Introduction to Mass Communication, MCOM 201. My name is Kristen Ruppert-Leach and I'm your instructor for this class. Wanted to give you an overview and help you see how to navigate the course so that you can be successful right away. So hopefully this is one of the very first things that you are taking a look at before you get started in the class. So this is the home page that you see when you open up the course. A couple of things to keep in mind. Any announcements that I send will be sent right here. That will show up here, but it will also show up, as long as I don't forget to click the button, it should show up in your student.swic.edu email as well. So please make sure to have that active. Put it on your phone or find a way to make sure that you check it regularly, because there will be updates, announcements, and such, not just from me, but from other instructors, from the school, and so on. So that's what you'll see when you get in here. Over on the left side is your navigation panel. That's where it's going to direct you to the various components of the course. We're in home right now. If we go to syllabus, you will see above the syllabus is this video that you're watching. I just hadn't created it yet. But right below is the syllabus itself. So once you open that up, you can see kind of what the basic overview is of the course. So it gives you the information you'll need to contact me, but there are other places that you can get that same information. A basic description of the course and prereqs, as well as objectives. A couple of other details that are broad to the college and to this course, and then the actual textbook that you will be using. And yes, I would recommend that you get a hold of that as soon as possible, either in hard copy format in the bookstore, or and this is my recommendation, and everybody is different, but I would recommend the ebook because it is searchable, or usually it is, depending upon the tool that you're using, and it's easier to work through some of the quizzes if you have something along those lines. So make sure you get this textbook and get it quickly, right away, because this is an 8-week course and it moves fast. And there's a lot of content in that short period of time. So you do want to make sure to be prepared right away. The other basic material is kind of an overview of what is included within this particular within this particular course. I'm going to go over that here in a bit, but we will have discussion forums, chapter quizzes, video reflections, which means you watch a video and then write a discussion post on it. It doesn't mean you have to create a video. I know some of you probably got a little bit nervous looking at that. A midterm, a final, and a major project. So that's what we're looking at. There are other basic course administrative information that you'll want to take a look at. Midterm is kind of my cutoff point for withdrawing a student. And I typically try not to withdraw a student unless I feel that you are not going to be successful in the course. I would require any time after midterm that you withdraw yourself if you want to withdraw. Otherwise, you will get the grade that you have received. So if you drop off after midterm, it will be an F, not a withdraw. So keep that in mind. A couple other things. This is an online class, so hopefully you can remain at home when you do this, but again, think about some of the precautions that maybe need to take place to keep yourself safe and healthy. And there's additional information here that you can take a look at your leisure. The textbook information folder in the syllabus group here shows a bunch of information. So I'm going to kind of give you a quick overview so you know what to look at and what not to. Over here is where you can get the book. Again, I kind of think if it was me, I would lean towards the ebook, but it's really your decision how you choose to go about this. If you choose to use VitalSource or something similar to do an ebook, I've given you some of the instructions on how to get into that, but it depends on what you use. Everybody's a little bit different. Technical support for your textbook is listed here, so if there's ever an issue with any digital tools or if there's an issue with some of the content that you are reading through, you can contact them and they can give you whatever aid you need. There is a blog from the author, which is fantastic. He's really a great guy and has some great ideas and industry-specific information, so take a look at that when you get a chance. And then each chapter is laid out here with some of the basic information that you might find valuable. So there's videos, flashcards, a place for you to take a look at the book. If you read a chapter, or if you purchased the book, you should be able to read the chapter through there. Study questions and other multimedia open access sources. So it's really kind of a great little tool for you. So that is your textbook information. The course schedule is next, and it breaks it down by week, the dates that occur during that week, whatever readings are required, and whatever assignments are required. So you'll notice some similarities across the board. We have a discussion, a couple of chapter quizzes, and a couple of chapter video reflections. And then it goes down all the way to the 4th week where we have a midterm, and then we begin our project. So we'll talk a little bit more about the project as we progress. Occasionally there'll be a live session where I will jump in and either do a recording or offer an opportunity for some extra credit for you to attend live and give you some additional information. But it'll be one or the other. It'll either be a pre-recorded thing that I'll do that week, or I will offer an extra credit to do it live. There's also some other really helpful tools here if you've not taken an online class, or you've taken one but you haven't done a discussion, or you haven't done a quiz, or whatever it might be. Sometimes there can be some navigation issues. So take a look at these links if you need to take a look at them and see if there's any aid that you need there. There are also tons and tons and tons of other basic materials for you here. Technical competencies, student resources for anything that you might need at SWIC. So technology, disability and access, library, tutoring, success center. I mean, everything under the sun is available and linked for you there. Same with policies and procedures that are specific to some of the policies at SWIC. So things like communicating in a discussion board, things like proper netiquette when you speak online, instructor grading, withdrawal, and so on down the line. So there's lots and lots of lovely little bits and pieces of information that might be of value to you. And that's it for the syllabus tab. That gives you kind of everything in big chunk wise that you might need. This section here that's labeled course content, that's going to be your primary place to live, so to speak. Each week is a folder, and so you'll have the dates that exists in, the topic that you're discussing, and so on. So you'll click on the folder, it'll tell you what to do during that week, and then everything on this list is down below. So apart from obviously the readings, I don't have them embedded, but you have the text, so you can do that. So week 1, for example, you will be reading chapters 1 and 2, and then you will be doing this discussion forum where you're going to go dark for about 12 hours. So I would really recommend you think about a good day for that. It's a great experience. It really highlights our use of mass media and how very, very much it plays a role in our lives. Then we have our 2 quizzes. They are multiple choice and true false. So give yourself some time to take those. Make sure everything is ready to go before you get into these. We also have our video reflections. So for chapter 1, there's a video here and then some questions that I want you to take a look at and think about. The reflective writing is described below, so please think about what I mean when I say reflective writing, and I'll give a little bit more of that as we go through. Chapter 2, reflective writing, and you'll see again the link to the video that you're going to watch and so on. And so that's kind of how this works. Everything is sort of centered around a series of topics for the week, and then as we get to the last half of the class, this will then start to focus primarily on some of the content as we've been doing it, but also a major project that you will be working on. And that project is a couple of parts where you're going to look at some of the media resources and tools that are used for a certain concept. And each semester the concept is different, so you'll have to look and see what your topic, your concept area is. But you'll look at the media and tools that are specific to those things, that concept, or that situation, and then also do an analysis of what that means for advocates of media as well as consumers of media. So that's kind of it. Hopefully this gives you a good idea of where to go. You can see professor details if you need to contact me. There's my contact information for my office, my phone number, email, a little bit about myself. I do have 6 Boston Terriers, so be patient with me. Sometimes I'm a little tired. I also have Teams-based office hours, so hopefully that will be available to you as well. So thank you guys, and hopefully this is a fantastic semester for you.